Hey, are you ready? What should we make?
A pie.
A pie. How about cream puffs? Okay, so we're gonna make eclairs and cream puffs today. Or basically, we're making pate choux dough, which is cream puff dough, and it's very basic as far as the ingredients that you'll need. We've got eggs here. Recipe calls for 4. I always have an extra just in case. 1 cup of flour, teaspoon of sugar, a cup of water, and half a cup of butter. So pretty basic ingredients. We have a stand mixer. We're gonna need our oven. Piping bag is optional. Plastic wrap is optional. I'll show you what those are for. And then some line sheet pans and our oven preheating to 450 degrees. Scarlett's here. She's ready to roll. We're gonna relocate over here so you can see what's going on, and then we'll come back to it. All right, so we have our burner set up, and we're just gonna get our heat. Uh-oh, you okay? Yeah. Okay, we're just gonna get our burner on and get our water and our butter. So basically what we're doing is just getting this hot and melt it down. Our butter, our water. We're also gonna throw in our sugar. And we're just gonna stir this until this starts to boil and melts. Okay, so we bring it up to a simmer slash gentle boil. Then we're going to add in our flour, and we're going to immediately stir this, and this should all come together into a dough ball, a really soft dough ball. You guys can see here in our pan. And then we just continue to stir this or mix this, and it's going to kind of gelatinize on us, and we just want to get any lumps out of here. And then I'm going to turn my heat back on to low heat, and then what I'm doing here is I'm just folding this around the pan. You want to make sure that you're using like a wooden spoon or a rubber spatula, and you should get this nice uniform sort of dough ball. It's going to look kind of gelatinous and shiny, and I just like to cook this for, I don't know, a minute or so, just to get any like floury, raw flour taste out of it. So just kind of fold this around like we've done here. And okay, I think I'm pretty happy with this. So I'm going to turn my heat off. Just one more second here. Scarlett is ready to crack eggs for us. Okay, I'm pretty good with this. All right, so we're going to take this off and we're going to relocate this over to our mixing bowl. All right, so Scarlett is going to crack our eggs. And I'm going to get our dough into our pot here.
Oh no, they got it on me again.
No shell.
I shell in here.
Okay, good job. I'm going to save 1 egg in case we need it for later. We need to get 4 eggs cracked though. Quickly, we need to do it quickly.
Not again.
That's okay, good job. Get the shell over here.
I'm going to do another one.
I'll do this one, you do that one. Mine's done. Get it?
No, not yet.
Good job. Good job. I'll get rid of the shells. Go ahead. Go into the bathroom and wash your hands now. We have our mixer on. We're going to turn this on low. I'm using the, can you move your apple? I'm using the paddle. And we have our 4 eggs. We're going to turn our mixer on to low. Knock some of the steam out of this. And then we're just going to add 1 egg at a time. 1. So it's important that you don't scramble these or beat these eggs up before adding them in. Okay, and once that egg is incorporated into the dough, then we'll add our next egg. Okay, and here's what you're looking for. When your dough comes off of the mixer,
Yeah.
off the attachment, you want it to rip in the shape of a V. And this is
Ooh.
more of a U shape.
Daddy, how about you buy it?
It's raw egg. So we need a little bit more moisture in here. Otherwise, this isn't going to rise correctly. So, shh. Hey, quiet please. So, what we need is just the white of the egg. I'm fighting with the mixer paddle here. All right, so we're going to add just the egg white in. And this should give us enough moisture. Whoa, camera started sliding here. All right, so let's check now. So we should, as I mentioned, we want the dough to rip off and leave like a V shape on the bottom. I still am not, yeah, there we go. So this is what we're talking about here, okay? So you see how that dough is ripping and it's leaving a V shape? That's what we're looking for right there as far as texture and consistency. All right? All right, so we have...
Does that shape like a head and neck?
Oh, head and neck. Okay, so here's the deal. We have our, if you're using a Ziploc bag, you're just gonna load this into the Ziploc bag, squish the air out, press it into the corner, and you're ready to go. I have a piping bag, and I'm gonna make a little cartridge because I don't want this dough. This dough is really sticky, and I don't want this to be stuck inside the bag. So I'm gonna make a little cartridge. So I have my parchment, my...
Oh, Dad, I think that's going too thick.
I think you're right. And you want to try to work kind of quick with this. I know that I'm taking a little bit more time than I should, but I always try to work... Shh. I always try to work really quickly here because I don't want the dough, the pate choux dough, to cool completely. It's not good. It doesn't taste like really much of anything. It's just flour and egg at this point. All right.
Oh,
So,
apple.
so we're going to take some of our pate choux dough, and then we're going to roll this corner over, and we're going to roll this up. And we're going to make this little... Ah, I broke it. Right there, I broke it. I need another piece.
This? What? Okay.
Alright. I didn't want the dough to squeeze out the back here. Alright. So now we have this little cartridge.
Dad, I think I'm going to bake it again.
No. And then I'm just going to cut the front off there. And then we'll load this into our bag. All right, so, really quickly, you're gonna take a little dab of this. All right, a little bit on the sheet pan, and this is gonna act as glue so that when you're piping this on, your parchment doesn't slide around. So if you're doing cream puffs, you're gonna do a little circle, boom, oh, just like that. And we're gonna do 3 wide here. So it's basically a circle and another one on top. Okay, so we can do that. Circle. And I'm just keeping nice pressure on the piping bag as I do this. And then if you want to do an eclair, you're going to do like this. It's like an S. Like a 3D printer would make an S.
No, Daddy.
What?
That looks like a worm.
Okay, so there's those.
How big is this?
And then I'm going to take just a little more dough out of my pan. I'm going to do another sheet pan. So if you are just not feeling the whole idea of piping these, or you don't have a Ziploc bag, you can use like a 1/4 cup scooper. And we're just gonna, what?
That looks like Ike.
It does look like ice cream. Oven set at a high temperature, 425 degrees. Okay, and then one more thing, with these ones here that we have the little piped up tip, you want to just get your finger a little bit damp and just press that tip down. Otherwise, the heat in the oven could cause this to burn. So these are going to go in the oven, 425 for about 10 minutes just to get some rise out of them. And then we're going to turn the heat down to 325 just to finish them off and dry them out. Okay, so we're going to get these in the oven and then we'll come back when they're done. Bye. Are you going to say bye or what?
Bye.
No. All right, so at 10 minutes, we turned our temperature down to 350 and then we let it go for another 20 minutes. And depending on the size of these, is going to determine how much time you need to let these cook. So we're going to give ours a quick little check here. So we've got here, these are the eclairs, and then these are the cream puffs, and then we have our lazy cream puffs, which I think actually look better. We need to poke a little hole in the bottom of these in case there is still some trapped steam or moisture. We want to let that out. So I'm just going to take a little knife and we're just going to give these a little poke on the bottom. Who should we give some of these to once they're filled up and done? Beth.
For the little girl and Beth. And then Zed. For after they make dinner. Then Mr. Weiss. Then Nancy.
Of course, Mr. Weiss.
Then Old Merle.
Old Merle.
Then DJ.
Who's DJ?
The that one, our neighbor. Down the beach.
CJ.
Yeah, shoe day.
Okay. And then we're going to let these cool completely, and then we'll come back when we're ready to fill them, and we'll have made up our mind where they're going to go. All right, we'll see you around.
Yeah.
Oh, thumbs up. Hey, we are back, and we're going to finish it. We have our cream puffs all puffed up. Again, these are the ones that I piped. These are the eclairs, so the little S shape, and then these are the ones that we just scooped with our cookie scoop. So whichever one you like best, that's great. We've decided, because it's December, we're going to just go straight holiday theme on our cream puffs. So we've got some mini candy canes, and Scarlett has a rolling pin, and she's going to bang on these in just a second. I have powdered sugar here, some peppermint extract, which I tasted a little bit, and it tastes like toothpaste, so hopefully it doesn't taste like that when it's done, and then some heavy cream. So we're going to make some whipped cream. She's going to crush up those candies, and then we're going to temper down. I have some white chocolate, so we're going to temper this down in a double boiler. So I'll show you how to get that set up. So once we get these filled, we'll drizzle, and then we'll sprinkle some candy canes on top. See how this looks. I've never seen candy cane cream puffs before, but we're going to get it done here. So go ahead. The roller pin ain't working so well. We're actually punching holes in our bag. So we're going to swap over to this little processor. It's like a dentist tool. Ready? It's going to be loud. Whoa. It's like candy dust coming out of here. Yeah, I'm good with this. Cameraman, gets that. Scarlett, that's all you get for now. Just hold it. Alright, I'm gonna move this mixer. Okay. So I have my piping bag. We have our cream puffs here. So I have a star tip, so it's a bit pointier of a tip on here, because we're gonna have to stab these cream puffs to fill them up. So we might have to make a little more filling too. I don't know if I have enough here actually. We'll see. No, you can have a cream puff when they're all done. All right. Then so we're going to start with our larger. I don't want to lose any of my filling here. So we're going to use some of our larger ones. And remember earlier we stabbed these to let the steam out. So we'll just use that same deal. So these are all, I guess we're going to make some peanut butter ones, guys. We ran out of filling. Alright, so we're just going to fill up these. I'm going to put these in the freezer. Alright, we're getting set up with the double boiler here. So what we have is our pan with some water, about 1 inch of water in the bottom, and then we have another bowl on top. You can use glass or metal, and then I have a little towel here. We don't need a ton of this. I'm just going to throw my white chocolate chips in there. And then you want to have a towel handy in case, to let the steam out occasionally. You don't want this to scorch. And just stir this. And if you're making a ganache, you could add some cream to this. But I don't want to do that because we're not making ganache. We're just trying to melt these chocolate chips down here. So get this on. And once you get the water hot, you can turn the heat down, adjust it to low. You're not really trying to cook anything. You just want the water hot, and then that water is going to create steam that's going to heat up the glass. And then that allows your chips to melt. And then what I'll do is I'll get this all melted down, and then I'm going to drizzle it over the top of my cream puffs. I'm going to leave the bowl on top of our water bath here. And you guys can see we have nice drizzly white chocolate here. We got my cream puffs. I put those in the freezer just to give a quick chill on them. And then Scarlett left us. She found something better to do. Not sure what's better than this, but I'm going to switch over to, I think this is good. All right. This. Let's see how this drizzles. I don't know. All right. I'm getting all over the counter. I don't know if this is the best tool to use here, but we'll make it work. Candy canes. So let's throw some of our candy cane sprinkles on. These were the mini candy canes. We just put those in the mini food processor and blended those up. We got some little bits of powder, and then we got some chunks. So that should cure the craving for any candy cane junkie. All right, so we got those, and then I'll do the other ones in just a couple of minutes once we get all cleaned up. The peanut butter ones, we'll drizzle those, and then we'll show you a final picture of everything once it's all set up. Have a bite and tell us it's good. Bite it. Careful, there's cream inside.
Good?
What's it taste like?
Chocolate.
And?
Wet cream.
Okay, we'll take it.